Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Conceptual Genetics and Breeding. In this video, we will start about DNA replication. So we will discuss what is DNA replication in this video. So first of all, what is the central dogma of the cell? So before discussion on the DNA replication, we should know that what is central dogma. Central dogma is the pattern of information that occurs most frequently in our cells. Means it is the arrangement or it is the fashion in which information, genetic information is transferred into protein information. Okay, means how protein form in the cell. So basically, first of all, the existing DNA, it is used to make new copies of DNA. The process is known as DNA replication. So after that, from this DNA, it is used to form the RNA also, that is known as messenger RNA. In our previous video, we have discussed that different types of RNA are there in the cell. One of those is messenger RNA. So from DNA, messenger RNA is formed by the process of transcription, and this RNA is used to form the protein by the cell. Okay, and this process is known as translation. So this entire process means from DNA to making the copies of DNA, from DNA to making the copies of messenger RNA, and from RNA protein synthesis. And this complete process is known as central dogma of the cell. So if you will see the image, you will see that this is the DNA molecule. This DNA is used to form the copies of its own, and this process is known as DNA replication. After that, this DNA, it is also used to form the RNA molecules, and this complete process is known as transcription. And this RNA, particularly messenger RNA molecules, they are used to synthesize the proteins by the cell, and this process is known as translation. Sometime in some viruses like the retroviruses, okay, retroviruses are those viruses in which RNA is used as a genetic material. So here these retroviruses, they have RNA as their genetic material or hereditary material. Here this RNA is used to make the copies of DNA, and this process is known as reverse transcription. So basically, when RNA is used as a template to form a DNA copy, then this process is known as reverse transcription, and this process is carried out by reverse transcriptase enzymes. So if you will see the detailed image, you will see that this is the DNA molecule. This DNA molecule, it opens up, and these two, both the strand of the DNA, they are used to form new copies of DNA, and this is known as replication, and it is carried out by DNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, particularly DNA dependent DNA polymerase enzymes. Okay, and transcription is the process when we use DNA to make the copies of RNA, particularly messenger RNA, and after that these messenger RNA, they are used by the cell to form the specific proteins. Polypeptide means the protein molecule. So this process is known as translation, and this complete process is the central dogma of the cell. So now we will discuss what is DNA replication is. So DNA replication is when DNA of a cell gets duplicated, means it make its exact copies prior to cell division. It is known as DNA replication. So when we were discussing about cell cycle and cell division, we have already said that entire cell cycle has been divided into 4 phases: G1, S, G2 and M phase. It is the division phase, mitosis and meiosis. Okay, means either mitosis or meiosis. So this S phase is known as synthesis phase. Here DNA synthesis takes place. Means DNA synthesis means DNA replication takes place. That's why we have already said that prior to cell division, means from M phase, prior or before M phase, this S phase occur. Okay, like G1, S, G2 and M. M is division, cell division. So when a single copy of a DNA, it gets duplicated, okay, it makes two copy of itself before cell division. This process is known as DNA replication. So exact copy are formed by the DNA of the cell. DNA polymerases are the enzyme or the family of enzyme that carry out all the forms of DNA replication. So the enzyme which is responsible for DNA replication is known as DNA polymerase enzyme. This enzyme carried out DNA replication. So likewise here in this image, you can see that this is a DNA molecule, a single DNA molecule, and you know that DNA is double stranded molecule. Okay, here you can see it is double stranded DNA molecule, and at the time of cell division, what occurs? This DNA molecule, it start opening up. So here you can see that it has been open and new strands begin to synthesize by taking this old strand as a template. So here you can see in this image that it is a single DNA molecule. Now it has been start opening up, and when it will be open by taking this as a template, it will the new strand it is going to synthesize. Likewise it will synthesize, and after that when it will be complete, the synthesis will be complete, the two new DNA strand will be formed. From one DNA strand, two exact DNA strand will be formed. This is known as DNA replication. So in the DNA, the two newly synthesized strand of DNA, one strand will be older one, that is showing in blue color, and one strand will be newer, a new one, that is showing in the orange color. Likewise in this, old strand is showing in the blue color and new strand is showing in the orange color. So this is DNA replication. Before discussing DNA replication in detail, first of all we will discuss the different models which were given earlier to know the mode of DNA replication, means how this DNA replication takes place in the cell. So earlier three models were given. One is disruptive, dispersive replication of the DNA. Second one is conservative DNA replication, and third one is semi-conservative method of DNA replication. So after the various experiments, scientists they found out that the first two methods they were not accepted, means disruptive or dispersive DNA replication or conservative DNA replication. They found out that DNA replication does not takes place by these two methods, means as these two methods they were not proved by the practicals. But semi-conservative method of DNA replication, this model was proven by Michelson and Stahl. These were the two scientists, Michelson and Stahl, by their experiment in E. coli. In E. coli, it is a bacteria. They experimented and they proved that DNA replication takes place by semi-conservative method. So this semi-conservative method was proven to be right, means they prove that DNA replication takes place by semi-conservative method. So what is semi-conservative method and what are the two other methods we will discuss. Here you can see in this image that it is a parental DNA molecule, means a cell has this DNA molecule. So if the replication is semi-conservative, then you will know that these two strands, the pink color showing strand, they will be separated, and after that a new DNA strand will be synthesized nearby it. So you can see that it is semi-conservative, means after the first cycle of DNA replication, from this DNA molecule, two DNA molecules will be formed, in which one strand will be old, the pink color showing strand is old and this blue color is new. So half strand has been conserved and half is new. Okay, conserved means the older one. And here likewise in this also one strand is old means the conserved one, and one strand is new means the newer DNA molecule. So this is semi-conservative method. And if you will see this after second round of DNA replication, you will see that these two strands they will again open up. This is, suppose this is the pink one and this is the blue one. Okay, you will see that this pink one, a new DNA strand will be synthesized here. So the blue one is new strand and the pink one is older strand. But this is having both the blue color because this was the new strand. Suppose this is the strand and a new DNA strand will be synthesized by taking this as a template. So both the strand will be new here, but in this half strand will be the older one and half strand will be the newer one. So this is the case of semi-conservative DNA replication, and by the experiment of Michelson and Stahel, it was proved that DNA replication actually takes place by semi-conservative method of DNA replication. So conservative model, what is conservative model means? This is the parental DNA. So conservative model said that this will be as it is, will go to next generation and a new complete DNA strand will be synthesized. Okay, DNA molecule will be synthesized. So after that they said that in next generation also this will go as it is and a new will synthesize, and here this will go as it is and a new molecule will be synthesized. So basically the molecule, the parental DNA molecule, it will be fully conserved. In first generation also it is fully conserved, and in the next generation also, in second generation also it will be fully conserved. So it was not proved by the experiments. And dispersive model said that this DNA molecule, it will be breaked into segments. Okay, and some segment will be here in one cell and some segments will be in next another cell. Okay, and in between the new DNA strands will be synthesized. Means if it is like that, the older strand are like that. So here new strands will be synthesized in between. Like that, the newer one shown with blue color and the older one is shown with pink color. And also here some strands are the new and some strands are the older one. Means the segments, the some part of DNA is new and some part is old. Likewise, some part is old, some part is new. That's why it is known as dispersive. So here after second generation also some segments will be new, some segments will be old of the same DNA molecule. You will see that this is dispersive. Okay, so it was also not proved by the experiment. So only the semi-conservative method, it was proved by Michelson and Stahel by their experiment in E. coli bacteria. So in next video we will discuss what is this semi-conservative model is. Means how Michelson and Stahel proved that DNA replication actually takes place by semi-conservative method. So I hope this is clear to all of you now. Thank you so much.